Hey, how's it going? I absolutely love bread. However, it's got loads of carbs, tons of calories, and lately it's been a little bit tougher for me to burn those calories back off the way I used to when I was younger. The answer to that, keto bread. But if you've ever had that out of the grocery store, you'll know that that stuff tastes like cardboard. Dry, disgusting cardboard at that. Well, what you and I are going to be doing today is using a Zojirushi bread machine to make the best keto bread you've ever had in your life. It's so good that if I gave you some and didn't tell you it was keto, you would never know the difference. While we're at it, we're also going to make it super high in protein. So you ready? Let's get into this. Okay, for this recipe, we're going to need some King Arthur's Keto Wheat baking flour, some water, some unflavored whey protein powder. I'm using the Isopure zero carb stuff, some erythritol sweetener, one beaten egg. Oh, hold on. One beaten egg, some white vinegar, a little bit of salt, some instant dry yeast, melted butter, and some Fairlife ultra filtered milk. If you'd like to make this recipe, all the ingredients are down in the description of the video, along with the calories, the protein, the carbs, and the fat. This is my Zojirushi Virtuoso bread maker. If you have a bread maker and it's not this particular one, that's perfectly fine. You can adapt this recipe to use pretty much any bread maker that you want. All you have to remember is that we're going to be using the whole wheat function. In fact, you're going to freak when you find out how simple this is. So all we got to do is open this guy up. We're going to take out our bread pan, and then we're going to start adding our ingredients. Now, the big thing to remember about a bread machine is that all of your wet ingredients go in first, and then all your dry ingredients go last, and I'm going to explain to you why as we go along here. So we're going to throw in our water, our milk, our recently beaten egg, and our melted butter. Oh, almost forgot, white vinegar. Sorry. Then we're gonna slowly pour in all of our flour right into the middle. You're not gonna mix this up or anything, you're just gonna pour this right in there. We'll throw on our sweetener, our whey protein powder, and we're gonna make a little volcano here in the middle. Not too deep, just enough to put some stuff in. Then we'll kind of toss on our salt, and in the hole, we're gonna put our dry yeast right in there. The reason we're putting the dry yeast in the middle is that we're using the flour to protect that from getting wet. As soon as this gets wet, it's gonna start to activate, and we don't want that to happen until a little bit later in the process. So by putting it in there like this, it kind of helps it keep from getting wet too soon. Capiche? Next, we'll put this back in our bread machine. Make sure that is secured down. Usually they'll snap in. Throw down the lid. And in the case of my bread machine, the whole wheat setting is course 2. And now once we start this, it's going to take a little bit of time to let all the ingredients rest in the machine. It'll automatically knead and proof our bread for us. And then when it's done doing that, it's going to bake it for us too. The wheat setting doesn't have any customizable features on my machine, so really that's about it, unless I want to change cycle times or something, which I do not want to do. So we will go ahead and start this up and see how it goes. It might seem like it's not doing anything right at the beginning because it's doing the rest cycle. Don't worry, that's the way the machine's supposed to work. It's not broken. Just be patient, all right? Hey, by the way, if this is your first time here and you want to learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bells so you never miss a thing. Okay, it's now 2:15 a.m. and my bread just got done, so let's check this out. Ooh, that looks nice. Color looks nice and even. So now we need to get this out of here to start cooling down. However, when you do that, be sure to use oven mitts or something because this thing is super duper hot. So we'll pop this out. And we're gonna let this cool down a little bit in the pan right here. You don't wanna try to take your bread out of here right away because we don't want it to break or anything. So we're gonna let this sit here for about 10 minutes or so to cool down just a little bit. And then we'll pop it out of here and cool it the rest of the way. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Let's try to get this loaf out of here. This thing's still pretty hot, so we're gonna do it the safe way. In fact, actually, you know what? Maybe not. There we go. It's looking good, and we'll flip her over. This is a nice looking loaf, nice and symmetrical. One of the better ones I've made, that's for sure, because I really suck at baking. Just goes to show you how good that machine over there is. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we'll take a wire rack here. Gonna leave that on there and let this cool down completely before we try to cut into this. That way, we won't have any little bits of moisture on the inside, making it look all weird and making my comment section yell at me. What? So we're almost there. All right, let's check this out. It seems it's still a little bit warm on the bottom. I think we're okay. And you can see all this moisture down here and on the rack. That's the reason that you put this on a rack to let it dry out, let the air get up underneath it, and you don't end up with a soggy loaf. Let's cut into this and see how this looks. Well, it cuts nice. Ooh, that looks good. It's nice and spongy too. And I'm liking the crust. It's not too crunchy, not too soft. This is an end piece though. Let's cut one more off here just to get a little bit better idea. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Yeah, you would never know that this is keto bread. Good stuff, you gotta try this. I would call this pretty darn successful. That bread is super good, and whether or not you want to have a low carb option doesn't really matter because you're gonna love it. If you give it a try, do me a favor and let me know down in the comments because I'd really like to know what you think about it. If you'd like a little bit more information about the Zojirushi bread machine that I use to make this recipe, I do have an Amazon affiliate link for it down in the description of the video. If you buy anything through those links, I do make a small commission, but it doesn't change the price that you pay, 1 cent. Hey, Joe's Phenomenal now has channel memberships. For most people, you can see a join button down below the video window that you can click and see what type of perks I'm offering. If you're using an iOS device, you might not be able to see it, and if that's the case, I do have a link down in the description of the video as well. If you like this video, then I bet you'll love this playlist right here that's got all of my bread machine videos put together in one place. If you've been thinking about making your own bread, then it's a no-brainer. Well, that's it for now. I hope to see you back again here really soon, and until that time, I'm Joe, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.